All this happening, Sanjay, there's a lot of interest in what's going to happen to the children and the schools out there. The CDC researchers actually find that schools can be can be very, very safe as long as precautions are taken. If schools aren't contributing to increased community spread, as these officials are now suggesting, Sanjay, is there any reason schools shouldn't be open at this point?
I think the evidence is accumulating that there really isn't a reason. I mean, you know, this was another study. It was an important study that you're referencing, Wolf, that came out of the CDC. And we could show it. I mean, basically, they followed 17 schools in rural Wisconsin for the fall semester. And they were just basically trying to answer how big a deal is spread in schools. And they found that it was 37% lower in schools versus the surrounding community. It's an important fact, basically saying, look, schools, if they are handled correctly in terms of the safety precautions, can be a safer place than the surrounding community. In total, there were about 5,300 students and staff. Out of that, there was 191 cases that were found. But of those 191 cases, only 7 were actually linked to transmission within the school. So this is something we've seen before, Wolf. This is another piece of evidence. I think, you know, there's a couple of caveats. One is that every school may not have the same resources. You've got to make sure you have the masks and the proper ventilation and the physical distance. And we do have to keep an eye on these variants still, because if the variants end up being more transmissible or more transmissible among young people, that's something we're going to want to know. But other than that, I think schools appear to be, you know, much safer than I think people originally thought they would be.